Welcome to the
Tayo back time.
Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K
Kita
Sports.
dito. Chill. As.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Looking now at some numbers from Michael Porter Jr.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He's looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the point. And for the Pacers, Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam, and it's Turner in at the center. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. The Pacers making a change here. Toppin's checked in. Murray against Halliburton. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded closely. Shot clock at 4. 3 seconds left. And the layup is up and in.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Now, here's Toppin. Last game he had 12. And stolen by Gordon. Here's Jokic. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. There's the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. It was the Nuggets. Their last game lost to the Thunder. Outside Gordon. Murray against Halliburton. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Nembhard. Toppin with it over Gordon. Indiana again missing.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Jokic with the screen on Halliburton. Gordon for 3. They get it again. Jokic on the wing. Porter trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Just 5 to shoot. Porter, no luck.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Pass to Toppin. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Halliburton finds Toppin. And it's Halliburton penetrating. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Jokic against Turner. The kick out to Porter. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down. Really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Nuggets. First quarter basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Here's Nemo. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Nice open look, but it's no good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
Nuggets have got only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Murray, no good. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep field. Here's Nembhard, guarded by Porter. Porter with the steal. Denver shooting there 25% from the floor in this first quarter. That one, no good.
Boy, a pace like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow. Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Jokic trying to free himself up. Wide open look here for Murray. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And that's what you're looking to do. Get your best score something within the flow of the offense.
They've been looking at a sink offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Neesmith. Now Nembhard. 6 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off to stop the drought. Denver grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Denver.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Loads it up there for Siakam. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Now there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
And it's Westbrook missing. And Carlisle decides to call it. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. From deep three-point territory, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's the end of the first quarter, and not much scoring. It remains close. Nuggets lead by 1, and we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Tyrese Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Toppin. Then it's Walker. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. That's the Pacers' 5. 4 on the clock. And it's Sharch. That time on the assist from Porter. Sharch has got the lead up to 3 now for Denver. The Pacers shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. And finished off by Westbrook.
The absolute ferocity from Russell Westbrook. The rim. My goodness, how you feeling?
Westbrook against McConnell. And good that time. McConnell's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense. That's just way too easy, guys.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Christian Brown's checked in for Najee. Mathurin against Porter. And the basket is through. Mathurin's got his first 2 points.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Porter, good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they've had 2 completely different quarters. Field goal percentage just over 20 in the first, and they shot themselves out of that slump and had the lead here in the second.
Well, you love to see guys willing to exploit the mid-range. That's what the defender concedes. Go ahead and take it.
With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. And the top rebounding teams in the league this season. 4th, the Nuggets.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Pacers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Brown. Porter, a screen on Mathurin. Brown's shot is over. Pacers trail by 3. Oh, Turner in position. It's stolen by Sharks. And finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Here's Halliburton. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. And it's 8 points for Tyrese Halliburton. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Nembhard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Denver leading by 3. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Murray, good. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Murray against Halliburton. Turner. Toppin kicks to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. And that one is loose for him. That's 10 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And the Canadian getting up. Murray hammers that one home.
Now, here's Halliburton. 10 points for him. Indiana shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
What we know about Tyrese Halliburton, this guy always ready to push the pace. He's got a ton of energy. He's willing to outrun and outwork other guys.
Switching up on the changes now for Indiana. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. And then for Denver, Jokic, he's checked in for Saric. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Russell Westbrook. And so it's Indiana with it. Following the three-pointer by Jokic. 1:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Gordon for three. Here's Brown. Amard covering. Jokic kicks to Gordon. And another assist for him.
And he's nearing this franchise's single-season record for assists. He has been piling them up all year long.
He and his teammates have such chemistry at this point. There's that unspoken connection and understanding of how they want to play. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Halliburton. Pacers trail by 8. Here's Nemhard. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
For Miles Turner, so much of this is about confidence. You love to see him convert in there. That is nice.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Now here's Murray. He's got 9. To the middle. Gordon against Siakam. Quarter pass to Brown. And again, Denver with the triple.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Good work there as it goes.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Deep 2 for Murray. And that would have counted, but his shot was off this time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. But, you know, this team, they stretch out so much. You got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to the details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. Not a big surprise in this one. Jamal Murray putting on a show. He is feeling it.
Another dude from Canada, Murray, shows out tonight, pressing the action without forcing it.
Lots of great Canadians in this league. Murray may be the best ever in that group.
He or SGA.
And now, as the season winds down, look at the Western Conference picture.
Well, right now for the Nuggets, last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting times. You want to avoid hindrance, but also not lose your momentum.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
So on the floor for Denver, the forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Here's Brown. And it's Gordon missing. Now, here's Neesmith. Guarded by Porter. They get the rebound. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Launches a three. It's held in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Murray looking around. Pass to Porter. Back to Murray. Shoots. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one.
And there's the smooth jumper for Murray. That is always a
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Count that one.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Halliburton. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt the body, make sure you box out. Good job.
There's the playoffs here. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. You look at the Pacers. They've had a great season. We'll look to extend that into the playoffs.
And right now for the Pacers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's good from Halliburton.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Pass to Siakam. That one goes. Counted. Siakam's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. The tray. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Halliburton kicks to Turner. Back to Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Tyrese Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Halliburton against Murray. Pass to Porter. Now, here's Jokic. Turner covering. Here's Halliburton. Turner with it. No good there. Good defense by Jokic.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Back to Murray. Off target from outside. Pacers trail by 8. Now, Nembhard. There's the drive.
You know, that's using speed and quickness to combat size. By the time the defense reacts, it's far too late.
Baseline try. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Neesmith. Got 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Porter, bounce pass. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Lots of room. And off the left side of the rim, and he swirls in for him. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night. And here is Neesmith. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Halliburton. Out to Turner. Indiana moving the ball over. Here's Neesmith. That ball. Nice lead that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. Murray the pass to Gordon. 1:36 left in the third. No good with the layup.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. So an entirely new grouping now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Miles Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Neesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And then for Denver, Sharch is checked in for Gordon. Aiden Watson comes in for Christian Brown. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. Pacers trail by 5. McConnell with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Finished off by Shepard.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. Everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And the Pacers with possession here. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Watson leading the way. Banked in off the glass.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now, here's McConnell. Here's Shepard. Pass to Toppin. 5 on the clock. Now Shepard, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Twelve seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Westbrook. Here's Jokic on the mark with the 15-footer. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
And so is Denver, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. Then it's Halliburton. It's T.J. McConnell. And it's Toppin in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now here's Westbrook. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton with the steal. And here they come. Here's Mathurin. And the call go again.
Xong anh không nhìn cho dính đánh tê cấp nào.
First foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Aaron Neesmith is checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Murray down low. He's covered by Halliburton. Brown's shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get rid of the GA right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was It's the defense. No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Murray, good.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll.
Siakam. George grabs the ball. The Nuggets leading by 7. Now Westbrook. Back to Murray from the arc. He's rebounded by Neesmith. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And finished off by Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton saying, I'm not just a pure shooter, folks. I've got a little ups in my game.
And slam dunk by Sharp.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Turner against Sharp. Indiana moving the ball, and they pick up 2.
Turner scoring buckets inside. He is really testing the defense. This guy has a whole lot of game.
Here's Murray. Pacers with the rebound. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right wing. Here's Neesmith. Traps in the tray. And now just a 2-point Denver lead.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Murray, the pass to Brown. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. There's the steal. Timeout call. Nuggets. Some changes for Indiana. Toppin's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Neesmith. Denver also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Sharp. Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And Porter subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to listen to what David Allen went over with his team. He wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge your defense. See some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And Aaron Neesmith subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. Here's Murray following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Jokic passes to Porter. Back to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Turner. Jokic, no good.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the beat all over, but that is a difficult shot to see.
Pass to Neesmith. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. That shot off. Good work defensively by Turner. For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Siakam, high post.
Jangan naman kasi lumabas agad, diba?
Murray, the pass to Brown. Back to Murray. And it's Jokic in the corner. Here's Brown. That's it. Coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Miller, the pass to Turner. 1:35 left to play here in the fourth. Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 points for him. Here's Brown. Turner covering. And stolen by Siakam. To the wing right side. Here's Neesmith.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Back to Murray, to the inside. Jokic, and Jokic slings it in. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Wow, Miles Turner understanding it's my time because it's big time.
Fires the three, and he's good on the three ball. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point,
Oh,
they're so
no,
far
naman.
up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Here's Brown. Sinks that one.
Ang
For the
madalis na.
Brown's got the lead up to 10 now for Denver.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team. Oh, look out! Strong finish.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. That one misses for Neesmith. And that's an intentional foul.
I'll give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And here's Westbrook. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
And he commits the intentional foul. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Westbrook. And they go to the intentional foul. The free throw. And so he makes both from the line.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it
Tie
over.
game, 57-55.
They're trailing by 12. What do you think, guys?
A lot to talk over and improve on.
Well, maybe it's
Gagi, nag-timeout lang ako eh.
because this one is over.
Kung hindi siya pala is player ko.
Part pala eh.
Ano ba ito?
So solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David.
Thanks very much. Jamal, you really got after it tonight. Obviously, the game means a lot to you. How do you find that edge?
I just play better when I have that motion. And we were very physical, aggressive from early on. We handle hits and handle the streaks and runs through all games. So today was just a bounce back game, and we look forward to continue this.
Well, you kept your head and led to a win. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
Which of player of the game?
Wala si Nesmith.
Shepard, 2-2, 3-3. Double Jones. Wala pala sa breaking play.
Tumagos ah. Bakit?
Ano sila?
Bobo.